The good people of YouTube. Yes, it's me. Been a little while. On the Inmendham channel anyway. Been thinking about this video for a couple of days. Different little things, make you think of something. It's like convergence or something. Ew. Well, this is crossable, I think. Somebody doesn't know how to make a straight line. Wasn't me. This time. Uh-oh, ice. Uh-oh. I'm alright. Not really, but we like to think so. So anyway, just this whole communication thing, the whole way the world works, the whole way people work, I guess. Very frustrating. So anyway, I had some guy call me. Call him Finkel. A little drunk. Wants my attention, kind of thing. I think he just wants a friend or something. But apparently he wants to talk about stuff. And it's like, why would I want to talk about stuff with some person? Unless you're going to say something incredibly insightful. What do I get out of it? Nothing. And then if we had a great conversation, we solved all the world's problems. You can't do anything with that solution. Because the world is deaf to reason. The average human is just too stupid to have a conversation about reality. And it's just a fact. Clearly demonstrated by the presidential race. I mean, it's almost laughable that it's come to this. These unimpressive characters, want to, lead nuclear powers into the future, and they don't have clue one. It's just startling. And you see it here on YouTube. Recent conversation goes nowhere. Conversation really goes nowhere. Thinking, stuff that makes you think, no, it's not very sellable. People want stuff that makes them daydream, or entertains them in some cruder way. Harkle, chuckle, the great Texas of the world. Give me a joke. It's it's just contemplating what to do, how to do it. It's just been sort of interesting throughout the whole time I've been on YouTube. You really don't get rewarded for any effort you put into. There's even the GNUs. How long is that again? It's cold out here, okay? He's burying the wife or something. We'll find her in the stream. I mean, it's just cold out. Trust me. Below freezing. He's playing in the stream. Anyway, I mean, that's what I mean. You can't really figure people out. We all land on this planet, in a certain kind of common way, and boy, do we have uncommon ways of interpreting the experience and defining, ourselves and the stuff around us. Evidence of the coldness. There's still some winter left here. But really not terrible. Just cold. It's switching hands again. So I don't, I spent the last couple days saying, how do you respond to this problem of being productive in impacting, this, the world thing. I just think about the subject of like democracy and how it's so easy to fix this thing and give us a better democracy. None of the candidates run on that platform. Not that people would understand it if they did. That's the problem. If you told them we can make it a better system, we can make it fair, one man, one vote, all that kind of stuff, they'd probably say, "Oh, please no." I have a coalition cheat. I got to keep my teachers' union perks. My brother-in-law's in the military, and I've got to keep that racket running. So, the conversation is moot because people don't want to fix anything. They just want to talk. You go jibber jabber, and then I'll jibber jabber. A lot of people, expel, carbon dioxide, but they're not going to say anything. Don't mean anything. It's not about fixing anything. So I guess that's the difference between me and a lot of people. I don't really enjoy talking. I enjoy thinking, and I enjoy a conversation that might have something related to, what's the right answer? Problem solving, puzzles and such maybe. Although I really hate puzzles. Hard ones. Ooh, that's irritating. That's the whole point of a conversation, is to get to the truth. What's the right answer to the dilemma? And so if you're going to talk about immigration or something, and somebody says something stupid like, "Let's build a big giant wall," you say, no, that really isn't addressing the problem, because it's sort of international now. And the only thing that makes walls effective is you got to put people on top of them to shoot at the people fucking with you. If you don't have people on top of them, your wall is going to be it's going to be desecrated thoroughly in all kinds of ways. But it's just such a silly answer to the complex human problem of the excessive breediation of the poor, ignorant, huddled, shitty, turdy, retarded religious masses. And the world's got to have a solution for Joe crazy fuck having kids and not building walls. Stupid, retarded, poor people. They need a solution for the stupid, retarded, poor people problem. It's not a border issue. It's an international crisis. So right there, the premise of the argument is almost over, because people don't even understand the subject. They think it's about a border, and it's really about a pestilence, a microbial infestation of stupidity taking over the universe. The idiocracy achieving its perhaps inevitable consumption of all that is good. And it is ironic. We're smart enough, to know we should use condoms, but we're not smart enough to figure out how to use them or something. I mean, it's just so funny that you can invent it and yet you can't apply it. You can purify water, yet somehow you can't get the clean water to the people who need it. Kind of, oxymoronic, kind of circumstance where, this inverse relationship. You're heading for the future, and you're using technology and progressive idealism, and you're trying to do it on using cat poo as fuel. Just so illogical. So, like I said, I wish I spent the last couple of days not making the video because I wanted to be able to say something useful. There really isn't anything. My hope is that I can break into the talking head universe of the Ann Coulters and the whatnots, and become relevant, and see if I can force a more let's get to the core of it, right? You're just a core, you're all just fucking hungry, horny cunts. So it was just kind of a funny video game, right? Hungry, horny cunts. Yeah, that'd be funny. Packer cunt. Anyway, but yeah, and get this to a more basic conversation that isn't playing these stupid politically correct games where somehow we have to give homage to complete imbeciles, and their preposterous fairy tales about how Jeebus died for sins or something, or how Mohammed taught us how to all be whatever, dignified child molesters. Oh, fuck that shit. And then people ought to be told right to their face, you're too stupid. You should be in a cage, you dumb fuck. You shouldn't be walking free. You're too goddamn stupid. But, I mean, really, this is probably the biggest blight is this whole, they have a, I'm not even going to use the cliches because the cliches get so cliche. The Kuchenberger effect or something. A little knowledge is a dangerous thing. Yeah, I can leave it at that. And there's so much of that. Flying about this planet. People who really don't think. And then they'll have the temerity to insult people who have taken a great deal of time to think about what they're saying. I.e. me. Yeah. So, let's see. Yes, I don't have a good wrap-up with the great punchline that I have a solution beyond the fact that I can hope for, to back into some sort of fame and or fortune that will allow me to force this conversation into more faces. Until then, this is all I got. So this is what I'll do. Yeah. But I mean, the real conversation has to go. There has to be a process, a trial, and it has to be a legitimate trial, where the cases are made and the guilty are properly admonished. Admonished, is that the right word? Well, anyway, you get the drift. Hopefully, they get their proper. They are instructed in proper humility, and those who have proven, earned through evidence, a right to play with the monster in an effort to fix it, are given that right. But this, you look at this silly political system, it's just scary as fuck. This, dumbed down, it's just such an insult to intelligence. Oof, horrible. So anyway, I mean, these people have no clue. Why do they want to be president? They really don't know what they're doing. Their plan, they have these pull out of their ass plans. Everybody gets a free education, paid for by the Mexicans. Sure, makes sense. Fuck, this really is so insane. But anyway, I think that's enough. We should have a free education now. We don't need teachers. We don't need colleges don't need all this shit. All we need is access. Frankly, if you're in the mood to be educated and are at all educatable, all you need, okay, is a reasonable presentation of the information, and you will acquire the knowledge. It really is there to have, I think, as I've proven. So, the world is trying to escape again. So I think that brings us to the conclusion of today's broadcast. So, yeah, I'll try to make more videos, or I won't try. We'll see what happens. Yeah, just lots of little busy distractions lately. So, just haven't been able to. Well, it's not that I haven't been able to. Yeah, I've just been busy. Yeah, doing other things, thinking about other subjects than the general human circumstance and such. Draft science stuff still possessing me. Got electricity nailed now, and it's just so funny. It doesn't impress anybody, and it's just, to me, I'm just so amazed. All this hype all my life about the great unsolved Einstein search for the unification, blah blah blah, and you throw it on the table, and people are, what's that? It's just, why do I care? I mean, amazing. Anyway, till next time.